America is in a crisis, an obesity crisis. The numbers are staggering. According to the CDC, the obesity rates have been steadily climbing over the years, and today, more than 40% of all adults and 20% of children are considered obese. Those are not just numbers, they represent real people, real lives affected by a health crisis that demands urgent attention. If we continue with this trajectory, the CDC estimates that by the year 2030, more than half of all US adults could be obese. The situation is so bad that the very defense of the United States is in jeopardy, especially in these dangerous times. In 2022, the Pentagon released a shocking report that 77% of young Americans between the ages of 17 and 24 would not qualify for military service without a waiver. That was a 6% increase from just 5 years ago. Obesity was cited as the main reason. Even more damning, an estimated quarter of active duty soldiers today are obese. These are the men and women who would be called upon to defend the country at this very moment. Despite endless discussions on the subject, nothing significant has happened to move the needle in the right direction. We've reached a point in human advancement where we can prevent, treat, and control virtually every major disease. But the one that threatens our very civilization has been quite elusive. Of course, there are many measures we can take to prevent obesity, and some of these have been incredibly successful for dedicated patients. But those are not the kind of measures that will shift the paradigm. Michelle Obama having kids exercise and eat right is admirable, but unlikely to change societal habits in the foreseeable future. But a solution could be on the horizon. An elusive drug that has been some kind of holy grail in the weight control industry. That solution was found in the closely related diabetes treatment market. Ozempic, a drug that was approved by the FDA in 2017 for the treatment of type 2 diabetes, has shown incredible promise in the management of weight. And this is like real, genuine promise, not one of those hyped weight loss miracle regimes that have no scientific basis whatsoever. Contrary to popular beliefs, Ozempic is not actually approved for weight loss, the tweets and TikToks you may have seen notwithstanding. Ozempic is prescribed to persons with type 2 diabetes, with doses ranging from 0.5 milligrams to 2 milligrams. It works by lowering blood sugar by helping the pancreas make insulin, something that is a bit of a problem with said patients. Then, why are people, even those without diabetes, taking it? Well, that's because of the active ingredient in the drug. Its name is semaglutide, and it has been proven to help people lose weight, and is even approved by the FDA for this purpose. But for semaglutide to be truly effective in weight loss, it needs to be administered in a certain dosage. The drug that has it in its correct dosage and is approved by the FDA goes by the brand name Wegovy. While Ozempic may help you lose weight to some extent, the truly remarkable results have been achieved using Wegovy. During clinical trials, adults taking Wegovy lost nearly 15% of their starting weight, while adolescents lost about 16% on average. It was a game changer. It's not weight loss surgery. You'll not shed any number of pounds after your first injection. It takes several months, often about 5, to see any noteworthy improvements. The difference between this approach and previous solutions is that you don't need to spend hours upon hours on the treadmill. Don't get me wrong, every medical professional will advise you to combine exercise and treatment. But this is not the energy-draining workout you may be thinking about. I'll not go into much detail of how it works, but here's a breakdown. Semaglutide, and in this case Wegovy, works by regulating your body's appetite, helping you to reduce your calorie intake. The drug recreates the mechanisms of the natural hormone that suppresses your appetite. Basically, Wegovy gives your body a boost of this already present hormone. It's like giving your car a little push when it's stuck in the mud. In plain English, it simply means that Wegovy tells your body you've eaten enough, even when you've actually eaten less than you're used to. By giving you this fullness feeling, you are now more capable of reducing the number of times you eat and the portions. Less calorie intake, even without lots of exercise, translates to weight loss. The scientific standing is sound, which explains why people like Elon Musk use and trust Wegovy to deliver. With these results and proper understanding of the long-term effects, if any, we might finally have a chance to defeat obesity in America and the world. And just because we're a business channel and not a health one, we have to mention what this means for the bottom line of whoever invented this miracle drug. If it wasn't already obvious, this is 2023, and a single scientist in an underfunded lab rarely brings any new drug to the market. That honor goes to our friends, the Big Pharma.
All right, we want to turn now to the skyrocketing prices of prescription drugs.
Houston power couple John and Laura Arnold are picking a fight with Big Pharma.
And Big Pharma is not upset at this problem. As a matter of fact, they're encouraging doctors to prescribe more.
But who benefits from keeping people on a drug forever? Big Pharma.
Both Ozempic and Wegovy are manufactured by Novo Nordisk, a Danish multinational pharmaceutical company with annual revenues exceeding $25 billion. They are so bullish about the performance of the two drugs that they've doubled their 2025 sales target for their obesity division. They now expect to make $3.72 billion in obesity sales by 2025. Based on viral and word-of-mouth marketing we've witnessed in recent months, I believe that there's a chance that they won't only just hit their target, but they'll exceed it. And investors are also confident, seeing that Novo Nordisk's stock price has gone up 57% in just the past year. The demand has been so high that deserving diabetics have suffered under months-long shortages of Ozempic following the weight loss craze. While the Big Pharma situation is less than ideal, I think most people will appreciate a prescription drug that greatly improves their quality of life for the price of $1,300 a month without insurance, and potentially much lower with coverage. If you've enjoyed this topic, be sure to check out our other related videos on how weight management became a multi-billion-dollar industry, and how one startup by the name of Weight Watchers started it all.